asymptotic use of energy in a closed universe. It's not worth thinking about. Okay, lightning round, real quick. Steel cut oats, that just means that they're cut up and not just like whole oats, okay? Steel is the most common thing that they cut it with. I don't think it really matters necessarily that it's steel, but why would you cut it with flint, I guess? Anyway, why rainbows? This is a good question. Okay, let's see. When we're talking about rainbows, we gotta go back to the board, I'm afraid. It's an opportunity to use color. So you have to look at rainbows from two perspectives, okay? Mostly, the way that we experience rainbows is when we're on the surface of the Earth. We're standing here, okay? Gompertz was over here, there's clouds, okay? And then over here is the sun, okay? And the sun is shining, okay? And the rainbow effect is caused when there are little particulates of water vapor in the air. This is why you usually see rainbows like after a storm, okay, after it rains, all right? These little droplets are floating around in the air. What ends up happening is the light from the sun gets refracted and then it bounces back and you perceive it as the observer, okay? Obviously you don't see anything in front of you, you're just seeing it getting bounced back at you as the sunlight comes around you. It only happens when the sun is, you only see the rainbow on the exact opposite side of where the sun is from you, if you get what I'm saying, okay? So that causes the arc shape. Now, let's imagine if you're on an airplane, okay, what you're going to see is, you're going to see what's called a halo, which is, it's like a picture, you're in an airplane, you're up, you're flying, and then you look down at the clouds, and you see the shadow of your airplane surrounded by a rainbow halo. But that can only happen when you're off the surface of the Earth, okay, because otherwise you're only ever going to see like part of it. Okay? Unless, I guess you could get up on like a really high tower. Maybe that. Anyway. Alright. Where were we? Oh, yes. We're in the middle of the lightning round. Good heavens. Skyscrapers. Skyscrapers are basically anything that's over 10 stories. Really, skyscrapers... also, usually it means that when we started building them with a steel frame, instead of building them out of like stone and brick, pretty much the biggest things you can build with stone and brick are like maybe 20 stories, and that's really pushing it. And then they start sinking into the ground, okay? Then we switched over to like steel construction. Currently, skyscrapers are out of control. There's one they're building in Dubai that's fucking ridiculous. Like the Burj Dubai. Look it up. It's like a third taller than anything yet. It's going to be like, I think it's about 830 meters tall. So it's just shy of a kilometer. It's ridiculous. All right. Bloodstains. Well, bloodstains, it seems. For a long time I resisted learning this, mostly out of chauvinism. I pretty much assumed that if I ever had like blood on a clothing of mine, then I would just ask the nearest female to tell me if I had to use warm water or cold water. But pretty soon, you know, after the 8th or 9th time, you can't really pretend that you don't know it anymore, okay? Bloodstains, you want to put them in cold water. The reason for that is if you put them in hot water, blood it's an organic substance, so it'll cook. And in the process of cooking, that's what sets the stain. It's kind of like you're burning a lasagna. Think of it like that, okay? But it's blood. So cold water, it just washes it out, and then that's that. And that also appears to be that. Well, I hope you learned something, and please let me know what else you'd like to learn today. I beg of you.